Hey everybody, it's Nurse Key. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm actually going to be having you guys tune in with me today. I have my first preceptorship interview today. So just kind of gathering my thoughts, having my morning cup of coffee, kind of mentally preparing myself for today. I am also updating my preceptor search document and just making sure that I have everything I need for the interview today. I can give you guys a closer look at what my documentation looks like, as well as the things that I have to prepare me for my interview. So let's get into that. Okay, so first let me just show you guys, I do have like my little portfolio that I'm going to be bringing. I have my paper here that I can make any notes on. I also do have a copy of my resume, as well as I have a list of psych meds here now. For those who do not know, I am in school for my psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner degree. Although I've been a nurse for 5 years, psych is fairly new to me from the past year or so. So definitely just want to stay prepared. I don't know what questions the doctor may ask me. So just kind of staying up on my stuff as far as my medications. I just like to be prepared because I don't know what to really expect from this interview. So I just do have some just quick notes on psych medications for me to just review just in case, anything comes up within the interview and I can be prepared. I do have a very brief practicum application. We do have to complete this application online. So because I am obviously not able to bring my laptop or anything to do it right then and there, I just kind of typed out a document with all of the information that I need to complete the application online if he accepts me as a preceptee. And last, I did put together just my courses with the month that I'm going to be doing my clinical rotations, just to have a general idea when I'm going in there, just in case he wants to know exactly what class and, exactly what the start date is. So this is just here that I have a little brief reference so I can look at. I do need 125 clinical hours per class. These are all of my core classes with all of my dates that I'm going to be starting. I did also put together a sample schedule because I do feel like, obviously if the doctor is accepting me as a preceptee, I do want to have an idea schedule in mind. So I did type that out just to see if that works for him. And then I do also have my sample questions down here at the bottom that I do want to be able to get a chance to ask him. So that is pretty much what I have to prepare myself. I do want to show you guys this document that I put together. So this pretty much helps me organize my search. I just made a very brief table here, as you guys can see. So it goes, I put site name, site type, so whether it's inpatient, outpatient. I do have the site contact information, the date that I reach out to them because I want to keep up with this, the name of the contact person I spoke to, the location, just so I can have a general idea on what the travel will be like, and then my next steps and any updated notes that I have. So because I am really on a prowl, I do have a few sites that I've reached out to. The things that are highlighted in red, as you can see, are ones that I have been declined. So I do highlight those in red and I do keep them on my spreadsheet here just so I can know, not to contact those companies again because they've already sent me a denial. And usually denial, the reason that I have been getting is because I'm a nursing student. I only take pre-meds. So that is interesting that I've gotten that reason for denial actually a couple times. So again, this is probably the most hardest time, just pretty much just looking for your sites where you're going to complete your practicum hours. Like I said, I've been kind of doing good with staying up to date with my sites that I am attempting to go for. I also have at the bottom just a very general email that I can copy and paste just in case I find any new sites, just to be prepared. And also have like a little prompt that I typed out when I'm calling. You can never be too prepared. That's how I feel. So anything that I can do to prepare myself ahead of time, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, hey guys, so I am here at my first preceptorship interview. I am a little nervous because I don't know what to expect, but I am treating it as a professional interview. As you guys can see, I am like business casual. I do have my updated copy of my resume. I did print out a copy of my clinical application, basically, so I can have that ready just in case he is ready to go ahead and start the application process to submit for my school. And kind of just, as I said, I'm treating it like a professional interview. I'm usually good at interviews, so I really don't even know why I'm nervous. I guess it's just because it's a different type of interview for school, and I kind of don't know what to expect since it's not like for employment. So I'm sure I'll do fine, just a little nervous. I'm actually surprised that this doctor even reached out to me, because I have been on a manhunt trying to find a site to complete my practicum hours at. To be honest, for those of you who don't know or that's new here, I do go to Chamberlain University, which is where I also graduated with my bachelor's. So I did go back for my master's just because I'm obviously familiar with their program. So I am at Chamberlain for my degree. They are a great school, but they do not help out to find your practicum sites. They do have like a little intervention that they do once you've been denied by so many clinical sites, but basically you're on your own finding your sites, which is kind of the most stressful part of the program once you reach that point. Me personally, I don't start my clinical rotations until September, I believe. So it is March and I am on it. Like, I've been trying to call around. I've been just Googling, searching different places, sending emails, phone calls, just everything, just to try to secure at least 3 good spots. So I was really shocked when this doctor called. I was a little unprepared, if I could be honest, because as I said, I've called and emailed so many places. So when he called, he's like, hey, I'm Dr. such and such, you know, you sent me an email in regards to completing your practicum hours. And although he stated his name and the place of business that he works, I had no clue, you know, I just didn't have all my stuff together. So luckily I pulled myself together doing the phone call conversation, and it resulted to scheduling an interview, which I am currently here at now. So yeah, wish me luck. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully I can secure this as at least one of my clinical rotations. I did get a chance to look up the doctor's LinkedIn. I do like to refer to LinkedIn accounts because I can kind of get an idea of all of the places where this individual has worked. He does have a really good LinkedIn profile. He's been a director of over different psychiatric facilities. So it's actually some of the ones that I've reached out to as well to try to get a spot in, but he does have a really good LinkedIn profile. So I'm kind of excited. I feel like I can learn a lot from him. So we'll see what happens, guys. Wish me luck. I'm sure I'll do good, but I can use all the luck. Okay, y'all, I am back. I am done with my interview. As you can see, I'm smiling from ear to ear because your girl just secured her first clinical rotation site. Yes, I'm so thirsty. It went really well. I knew I was gonna do good. I'm sure y'all prayed for me too, but I knew I was gonna do good. It was very short and brief. We did touch on a couple of things. He did ask me for my resume, so I'm glad I brought that, because he did not specifically ask that when we scheduled it, but your girl came prepared, so I gave that to him. And we talked just a little bit about you know, what requirements my program had, when I'll be able to start, what's his schedule like, what population he works with. These are all questions that I kind of initiated to ask him, just to make it seem as if I was prepared as to what I needed to know. So that went really good. He did ask me why psych, and you know I was prepared for that question. I don't know the sequence of how I'm doing these videos, but I haven't really touched why I'm going into psych, the real personal reason as to why I'm going into psych. Obviously, I want to help this population. Obviously, I want to help the stigma of mental health. I want to help the acute psychiatric patients, populations that are around here that is getting no help, especially with me working at the prison. We get a lot of those psychiatric patients in the prison. The prison is nothing but a psychiatric facility because there's nowhere else for them to go. that's a whole nother subject. I don't want to get all into that, but just know your girl was prepared when he asked me why I want to go into psych. I laid it down. I explained it to him beautifully, and he seemed like he was so impressed. So I'm just so excited. I did good. I secured my first site. I'm going to be working in acute site, so it's going to be at an acute psychiatric hospital. So I'm super excited about that, because that's exactly where I wanted to go, to see those more acute cases. He does do a little bit of geriatric, but he said that he thinks that I would most benefit from those acute psych patients. So congratulate your girl. Number 1 site is secured. I do want to have at least 2 more as a backup going forward. So I'm still going to be working, still going to be calling around, getting those emails in to get 2 more clinical sites approved. So I got that checked off my list for today. So I'm super excited. So on with the day.